Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So, has anyone tried the chart that I sent yesterday? The report
Yes,
that I asked you to create, no? Can anyone share your screen and explain what you have done?
sure, I will share the screen.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
So this is the entire report I have prepared.
Okay.
So first I started with the card visuals where I have
Okay.
shown this single amount like total sales, sum of profit, cost. And cost field is not there. So I have derived using the DAX formula I have calculated. This is the measure I created to derive with the cost details. I have used some X like order sales minus order profit I have done. So I got the cost and
Okay.
I have used the same thing here. So these
So,
three
how did
top,
you know the formula?
I mean,
Sum
that
X
is
and
the,
all that?
I mean, there is no cost field, right? So we have to
Yeah.
derive from the present column. So we have sales and profit column. So if you minus profit from the sales, then we'll get the actual cost.
Okay. So, how do you know about the sum X function?
I just checked actually. I previously I done long back, so I was having some idea. So just I again recall and just tried.
Okay. Okay.
So these three card visuals I've used for the top three values, and then here I have used the second one I have used the table view, which is listing the list of company where I have use the following fields: customer names, sum of sales, sum of profit, cost. So these are the
Okay.
four fields I have used in this table view. And
Okay.
next thing is I have used a bar chart where
Mm-hmm.
sum of sales by subcategory I have done. So I have used in x-axis the subcategory, y-axis I have used the sum of sales. So which will
Okay.
show the, and also I've done the formatting accordingly. So for example, this background colors and all I have done going to the formatting options. So
Okay.
here also in the title of the table and column headers, all these things I have done formatting accordingly.
Okay.
And the fourth visual is the pie chart, which I've done
Okay.
sum of sales by category. Here I have used the pie chart visual and I have used, these are the fields I've used. In legend, I have used category. In values, I have used sum of sales. Yeah, so this was this one. And accordingly, the pie chart slices are there, right? Three slices are there. The three categories are there. So I have changed the colors also accordingly by going to the formatting option.
Okay.
And the fifth one is the line chart, which shows the total customers by quarter and shipping mode. Here I have used the values like in x-axis, I've used the order date column, and y-axis, I've used the count of customer. I mean, the customer ID I have used, which is automatically taken as customer count of customer. Okay. And then in the legend, I have taken the ship mode because we want to show total customer by quarter and shipping mode. So for the quarter, I have used the drill down option. So this one I have used two times. So if I go to the up, drill up, so it was like this. So I have used this one two times I clicked. So this one is the yearly and this one is yearly and monthly, a quarterly. So this is the view, a line chart and the formatting accordingly I have done. And then the slicers, two slicer we used here, one and two. Here I have used in the slicers the order date field. So it is, and in the formatting, I have choose the drop down option. So I am getting all the list, the order date list in drop down manner. Same thing I've
Okay.
done with the ship mode. Second slicer I've used, which is ship mode. Here
Okay.
we'll get all these things.
Okay. So slices
Next
settings,
thing,
can you show us?
yeah. So let me format. Yeah.
We'll go to
So
format.
format here is the slicer settings. So here
Okay.
in the style option, we have a lot of options like drop down. We have tiles. If you click on tiles, it will come like this. We have to adjust accordingly. We have a lot of options between, before, after, drop down. So mostly we'll be using drop down because the area concern, I mean, this will take less area size. So we can use this one. Frequently we can use this, but we have different other option also.
Okay. Okay.
Then again here, the next one is this one. It's a column chart where I have shown the category wise sales. And then
Is it a
finally,
column chart that you created?
yeah, I think so. 1 minute. Mm, this one is stack bar chart. Sorry, it's a stack bar chart.
No, that actually I have used a Q&A visual, that is question and answer, like that. We have one visual.
Okay, okay.
Ask me anything. There is
Oh,
the
oh, oh, okay,
third row
okay.
from the bottom. You have a comment like option. What is that visual name? I think that is Q&A visual
Which
from
one
the
that is?
bottom. A
Okay,
comment like symbol. Third row from the bottom.
okay. This one Q and
Yeah,
A.
Q&A. I have used that
Okay,
visual.
okay, okay. I am not aware of this actually.
Okay, okay.
So I just saw that this legends are showing, right, sum of sales and subcategories. So I have used this like that. So I'm not aware of this Q and A actually.
Okay, okay.
And then finally this geospatial I've used. So this one is the map visual for the geospatial values and all. So here I've used the values like location. I've used country. Legend I have mentioned as market, and bubble size sum of sales. So this is showing sum of sales by country and market.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Can I stop sharing?
Yeah, you can stop sharing. Did everyone try this, and did you face any difficulty while trying it? Did you face any difficulty while trying this chart? Everything is new to you, no? So how did you all feel?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a doubt. How to do add map in the desktop, ma'am?
Map visual you have in the visualization pane. You have a visual called as map. In that, you have to select the geographical fields like country, city, and all that. And then in the legend, if you see, legend is the one which denotes a color over here, like Africa, Asia, Pacific, Europe. So that color is denoted over here, no? See, let me just expand it. Africa, Asia, Pacific, Europe, LATAM, USCA. So these are all the market regions that you have. So this is one I put on the legend. Okay, legend market means it will show the market ones. So each color denotes each market area. The country and the city details are shown over here. And the bubble size, you have something called as bubble size over here, which shows the sum of sales. So the bigger the bubble or the circle over here, no, the bigger the bubble, the more the sales is. And smaller the bubble, the lesser the sales is. Okay, this is what we have denoted in this map visual. So you have the map visual over here, map. Click on that map, choose any geographical field and add that in the location. Put a legend for color differentiation and sum of sales or some measure value for the numerical value we need, no, to denote any size or something, bubble size. So I put a numerical value of sum of sales over here. Okay. So you might face some problem while creating the map, like the settings need to be changed. So go to File, Options and Settings, Options, Security. There you can add Use Map and Filled Map Visual. If this checkbox is not there, no, then map visual may not be enabled for you. So just click on this checkbox like use map and filled map visual, which will enable the map visual for you. Do you understand where it is? Like options and settings, options, go to security, choose map and filled map visuals. Okay. So this is the map visual. So if we see, we have a card visual over here. 1, 2, 3 is nothing but a card visual. The one which is over here, no, 1, 2, 3, which is a card visual. So there they are adding the fields or like um, the sales value, and then another card visual, we are adding the profit value. And then we have created a measure over here called as cost, which is sum of order sales minus sum of orders of profit. So what it denotes is that can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. So cost is equal to sum of order is the name of the table. Okay, orders is the name of the table. So write the table and then the column name as sales. Sales is the column name. So we are going to subtract sales minus profit. So write the table name, column name minus sum of orders of profit. Okay, so you can write this formula to calculate the cost. So once that is done, you can take this card visual over here on the canvas area and you can add the cost field over here, whereby you'll get the cost value. Okay, so these three we are doing using the card visual. This 1, 2, 3, no, this visual is called card visual. We are using that. Bar chart. Hope everyone was clear how to create the bar chart. Any doubt in this bar chart? Sum of sales by subcategory. Just add x-axis, you put the subcategory over here, and y-axis, you add the sum of sales. Okay, that's it. You get the sum of sales by subcategory. And this is a table visual. A table visual where we can go and format the style like alternating rows. We have on the format, no, we have for table visual like minimal formatting, bold header, alternating rows, contrasting alternative rows. So these are all the styling we can do for the table table visual. So I can use the alternating rows over here, which is neat and simple. So I can take this. And what are the values I have added over here? Like customer name, sum of sales, sum of profit and cost value is added over here. Okay. Is it clear to how did we create this table visual? Any doubt for anyone? Or should I go slow
How
or
to
repeat
create cost?
anything? Cost. You're asking about cost, right?
Yes, ma'am. How to create a cost calculation, ma'am?
See, it is like this. Go to orders over here. Orders, the table name is over here, no? Right click on that, select as new measure. In the new measure, you give the name as cost. Cost is equal to sum of, put a bracket, and then you sum of should be written in capital letter. Okay, and then you give the name of the table like orders. Orders of, inside the square bracket, you write the value as sales. Press tab on your keyboard to select the value. Close this bracket, minus sum of orders of profit and close this bracket. Already cost field exists, so I'm giving it as cost 1 over here. So you just have to type and write a formula like this by creating a measure. So cost 1 will be added on to the column list over here. So how did I do? Just go to orders, right click on it, select as new measure, write the formula, and you will get the formula over here.
Okay, ma'am. I get it.
Okay. Okay, so we have created a table visual. Table visual is clear for everyone, no? In this table visual, there is formatting that can be done, like conditional formatting can be done on this table visual. So you can take any one of the measures like sales, profit, or cost value, or even discount quantity, whatever you want, you can add on this table visual. Okay. So if you want to change the aggregation, what is meant by aggregation? Sum of is there, no? If you want to change that, click on this arrow mark. You can give as sum of or average of or minimum, maximum, count distinct, count of, standard deviation, variance, and median. So all these are the summarizing option or the aggregation option that we have. Okay. So if you don't want to summarize, you can give the option as don't summarize. So these are all the options we have. It is there for all the measures like sales, profit, discount, and quantity. For everything, you have all these options available. So conditional formatting, when we will do conditional formatting, if we see, I can add conditional formatting, background color for sum of sales. So you'll be taken to this window where sum of sales, the summarization is sum. Lowest value is in light blue color and the highest value is in dark blue color. So if I give it, I can get the background color wherein I can differentiate and see the values like, but just by seeing the color, I can say like 10,693 is the lowest. So the customer Alan Shonelli has the lowest sum of sales. And then by seeing the figure, I can tell like Adrian Batten, like 25,123, he has the highest sales. Just by seeing the figure, I can read and tell the values, like what it is, I can tell it. So to increase the size of the value, go to formatting. Increase the size of the value so that you can see it clearly. And column headers also, I'm increasing the size. Okay. So we have the sum of sales value. I have represented using a background color. So similar to that, we have for sum of profit, we can do conditional formatting like font color. I can change it. Font color I can make into light orange to dark orange. I can make it, or we can give it as red, lighter shade of red to darker shade of red. I can give it font color so that I get the values visible over here. So the darker the shade, it means that the profit is more. The lighter the shade, it means the profit is very less. Okay, so differentiate by means of color, we are using a conditional formatting. Then sum of discount, you can do the conditional formatting, like you can add data bars over here. Data bars, lowest value to highest value. Positive bar means it will be in blue color, and negative bar, let it be in orange color. And I'll do this for the profit value. For the sum of profit, we have negative value. So I'll do conditional formatting data bars. Positive bar means let it be blue color, and negative bar, let it be orange color. Give it OK. So you get the values in the form of bar. So the size of the bar denotes the value in it. So just scroll down and see. Here we have some negative value over here. Minus 552.28, which shows a negative bar over here. Orange color bar is shown over here. So this is nothing but the data bars. This is done on the conditional formatting. And then another conditional formatting is like icons. For sum of quantity, I can add icons. So we can create rules over here. Like if the value lies between 0 to 33%, give a diamond shape. If it is between 33 to 67%, give a triangle shape. 67 to 100%, give a circle shape. So that you can create shapes like this to differentiate the condition. Like based on this condition, you can differentiate the values and see. So just give OK and you get the shapes over here. Okay, shapes differentiating the percentage, like what in under what percentage the value lies. Okay, so this is conditional formatting. You can add this to your table visual, as well as you can toggle between table visual and a matrix visual. So matrix visual and table visual, it is quite similar. But if you observe on the visualization pane, table visual has columns as the heading over here, whereas in the matrix visual, we have rows, columns, and values. Okay, so when do we use a table visual and a matrix visual? If we see, suppose I have like, I'll take a matrix visual over here. Let me just create one and see if it is working correctly. Um, we'll take the category and sales and quantity. Quantity, let's remove sales, let quantity be there. So it is arranged in the form of matrix. So let me just take this subcategory into rows over here. Yeah. Now I can add profit value. Let me increase the size. Okay. So this is a matrix visual where I have the category and the subcategories where it is. So there is a plus icon over here. No, if you expand that, you will have the subcategories over here. Okay, you have the subcategories when you expand this plus icon. This is the matrix visual. What you see here is a matrix visual. Previously, what we saw was a table visual. This is a table visual. Okay. What I have created over here is a matrix visual. Can you see the difference between both?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here also on the values, we can do the conditional formatting, just like how we did for the tables. We can do the similar sort of conditional formatting over here. Okay, the visualization is arranged in such a manner that you can use a matrix or a table visual. Table visual, just if you are having only one sort of uh, category values or customer name, you can use a table visual. Whereas matrix visual, if you want to segregate it based on category, and under that category you have some subcategories. So in such scenario, you can use a matrix visual to differentiate and create the visual. Okay. So this visual also, you just try sum of profit, conditional formatting, data bars. We'll try this and see. So you get the values over here. Data bars, you get it over here. Negative value is denoted by negative data bar. So this is the conditional formatting that we have. So this is about the tables and the matrix visual. Okay. So I'll remove this quantity and cost. We'll come back to the chart that we were doing. Next, we created one bar chart. Bar chart is between sales and subcategory, right? Sales and subcategory. So we get a bar chart over here. And the chart which was over here, no, that is nothing but a Q&A visual. That is AI visual. Click on this visual Q&A. We'll increase the size of it. It is saying ask question about your data. So any question that comes to your mind, you can ask question to this Q&A visual. Like I'm giving sales by subcategory. Like I don't know how to create my first chart, so I'm giving as sales by subcategory. So if I give that, it so I gave as sum of order sales by category. So category wise, it will show the sum of sales over here. Okay, so this is a Q&A visual or artificial intelligence chart where just by asking a question, it will generate a chart for you. This can be any chart. It will generate any kind of chart. Okay. And if you want to use this chart on your visual, no, there is an option over here. Turn this Q&A result into a standard visual. There is an option over here. So when you click on it, it will turn it into a visual over here. So you can use that on your chart. Okay. So this was not a bar chart. This was a Q&A visual, which was converted into a chart later. Then we have a pie chart over here. So pie chart, what are the fields we had? Sum of sales by category. Sales by category, we created a pie chart over here. And then next is a line chart. Line chart we have created between what are the fields did we put on the line chart? Can anyone tell me?
Order date and count of customer ID.
Order date and customer ID. And what else did we have?
Shipping mode also we have to include.
Ship mode on the legend. We'll add the ship mode on the legend. So we get a chart like this. Okay, so we get a chart like this. Yesterday we saw about drill down options that was available on the line chart. So I'll just explain the drill down option on the line chart. So we have the order date field over here where, with which we can drill down the values. Okay. So you use a double, go to the next level in the hierarchy. Here we have the year value over here. So when you drill down using this, you can go to the quarterly reports. If you drill down again, you can go to the month-wise report. And if you drill down again, you can go to the day-wise report as it is in this order, year, quarter, month, and day order it is there. So you can drill down to that level. And if you use expand all down one level in the hierarchy, if you use that, it will take you to the year and quarter. If you drill down again, year, quarter, and month. And if you drill down again, it is year, quarter, month, and day. Okay. So drill up to go back. And if you want to drill down to exact point like 2014, how it has performed, if you want to see that, click on this drill down, the first drill down, click to turn on drill down, and then select the point. So 2014, how it has performed, it will show quarterly wise. So if you want exactly like July, that quarter, if you want to see the month wise report, you just drill down over here. July, August, September, how it has performed, it will show the month wise report over here. Okay. Drill down is clear for everyone. Hierarchy and drill down. Secondary y-axis, someone has asked me. So secondary y-axis is nothing but any other field that you add. So instead of legend, I'm taking like profit onto secondary y-axis. So it becomes a dual axis chart, dual lines chart. Okay. In y-axis, we can take sales value over here on the y-axis and profit value on the secondary y-axis. So we have the legend of sum of sales and sum of profit over here, and we can create a dual lines chart over here. Okay. So this is possible using the secondary y-axis that is present on the line chart. And the same thing, we can find it on an area chart as well. Secondary y-axis is found on an area chart as well. To create any line chart or an area chart, you need a date field. Date field is mandatory to create any line or area chart. Okay. So the same thing, we can create a bar chart also. In bar chart also, you can try the drill down option. You can see the drill down clearly, like 2012, 2013, 2014, and 2015 is there. So click this drill down, you get the quarterly report. Again, click the same drill down, you get the
And here
month-wise
I have
report.
one doubt actually.
Yeah.
So go to the higher level, actually year level. Go back to the. So here it is showing 4 years, right? 12, 13, 14, and 15. So when you click on that second drill down, you are getting quarter, right? So which year it is showing actually these 4 quarters? For which year?
Um, Wait a minute.
Little bit confused actually in both of this.
For this one, 2015, latest one it is showing.
Okay. So whatever the further drill down, it is showing for 15 only. So again, if you click on that, it is showing month, right? So that is also for 15 only.
I'll check this and tell you. Go to the
Okay.
next level in the hierarchy. I'll check this and tell you. Okay.
Sure, sure.
So we have this quarterly report coming over here, and then the month-wise report, and then the day-wise report will come over here. So drill down one level down in the hierarchy, it will show year wise, like year wise, what is the quarterly values, and when year wise, what is the quarterly. And again, if you drill down, year, quarter, and month, and what is the sales and the profit value it will show. And again, if you drill down, it will show like day wise, what is the profit for each year and that quarter, particular month on a particular date, what is the sum of profit and sales it will show. So this is the charts that is available. Okay, so you can create a line chart and you can try it. And then next chart is like, what is the next one? Map visual I showed you. Next is the slices. We have to create the slices. So slicer visual is over here. This is a slicer visual. So you can add the slicer visual for order date and go to slicer settings that is present on the format your visual slicer settings. Choose as drop down. So you get it in a drop down manner. You can then drag it and place it over here. And then one more slicer you can add. That is for ship mode, I guess. Ship mode and format your visual. You can go to slicer setting and select as drop down over here. And you can add the same on the visual over here. Okay. So for each one of this, you can go to the format visual. You can go to general, effects, background. You can change the background color that you want. And inside general, you have the background color, visual border. If you need, you can click on the border. So you get the border over here. So similarly, you can do the formatting. So please explore the formatting by clicking on each one of the visual. The formatting will be different for each one of this. For pie chart, you will be having slices and colors for each slices. So you can give the slices. Detail
Ma'am,
label is,
ma'am,
yeah,
if
yeah, tell
possible
me.
to add the visual, possible to add any visual and filters,
Any visual and filters.
small
You want to
sizes
add
like
any
tick
picture?
mark, like small size of tick mark, something that's like diamond shape, something.
Yes, it is possible, but right now I don't know where that option is, but it is possible.
Okay, ma'am. This upcoming
Okay.
cost base till that.
When you create the projects, I'll send you some projects. So ping me on the chat. So in that project, I'll find out where you have such kind of visual where you can include some images or arrow mark or something. I'll send you some project or something. There you will be finding that exact answer that you need. Okay. Ping me on a chat.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
So this is all about the visual that I have given you. Okay. So is it clear for everyone till here? The same visual, when you add the colors and do the decoration part, you get this visual over there. Clear for everyone? Will you be able to create this visual now? Any doubts for anyone, confusing or any doubts?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm very new to Power BI. Actually,
Okay.
how did you take it data? It's your choice for
Data,
every
we have it. We have it in Excel, no? Did you
Yeah.
see, did you go through the data that I sent you?
I just saw only. I didn't go through it.
Okay. It's
Hmm.
okay, it's okay. So this is the data that we have. In the
Hmm.
Excel file, we have this data. So we have country, region. Sorry, if you just scroll over here, you have the row ID, order date, ship mode, and customer ID, customer name. All these details are there with us in the data. Okay.
Hmm.
This is the huge data that we have. Now, how did we connect this data to Power BI? We'll go to get data over here, Excel workbook, and then we'll search for the data where the data is. So it is Global Superstores 2016. I will click on this and select open. Okay.
Yeah. Everything
So
I
we'll,
know. Yeah.
okay. So what
Hmm.
will happen is that if you go to table view and see, you get the exact data on the table view. So you have got the data now. So the same data that you see over here, row ID, order date, ship date, no, the same data is appearing on the right side. All the column values are appearing on the right side and the table name is there on the top. Orders is the name of the table.
Hmm.
And the column values are mentioned over here. Whatever this ship date means, we'll be having ship date. Ship date is over here. Customer name means we'll be having customer name column over here. Okay.
Hmm.
So now when I go to this report view, no, I can just use this data to create the visual. Total sales means I can use like sales value on a card visual. So in the visualization pane, we have the card visual, no? So I can just click on this card visual, just select the sales value, just tick mark alone, you select it, and you will get this visual over here.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Ma'am, actually, here you are choosing some. You are calculating sum of sales visuals, right? It's
Yeah.
your choice, right?
Yeah. Visual, creating the visual is your choice. Or else
Ah.
if you have any business requirement, you will be doing according to that business requirement. So
Hmm.
business requirement, they need some particular type of chart if they tell you, or these are the details that needs to be there on the chart, they might tell you. So you create a chart according to that requirement.
Okay.
This is a sales visual, sales chart. So sales means we will be seeing about the total sales, profit and cost. So that will be the highlighting values we need to see. And then we'll see like which category has performed better, which subcategory has performed better. So we might need to have the numerical values to be visible on our chart. So we create the chart accordingly. And we want to see like which country has the maximum sales. So we'll see like this one, sum of sales is more for this United States. In this place, it is more. So to that extent, we'll read data from the chart that is with us.
Okay,
As such,
ma'am.
in the Excel data, it is very difficult to read and find out like which is performing good and all that, no? So when we create a report like this, we'll be able to read and understand the chart easily, data easily. Yeah.
One more, ma'am. Power BI is a case sensitive tool.
Yeah. When you
Okay.
create the measure, no,
Hmm.
this measure, the cost measure that we created, the sum of it should be written in capital letters.
Ma'am,
This
it's
is
a
a DAX
formula.
function. Yeah,
You have
this
to
is a
memorize.
formula.
Okay.
Not to memorize.
Ah,
Sales minus profit is cost,
it's a
no? So you
it's a
know that.
common. Okay.
So I have taken this sum of value, that is the aggregated value or the sum of value. Orders is nothing but the table name. So when you're working with multiple tables, here I have orders and orders again. Some other orders table is over here, okay? When I
Hmm.
have more than one table like this, I need to know from which table I need to choose a sales value. So I'll give
Hmm.
the name of the table as orders table. Inside that, inside a square bracket, I'll take the value as sales minus sum of orders of, inside a square bracket, I'll take the column name as profit and I'll create the formula. Click enter, or you can click on this tick mark over here to commit it and you get the formula ready. So once you commit it, the value will appear on the columns over here. Okay.
Hmm.
So you can use this column to create in your chart. Like on the card visual, you can create this chart. On the table visual, you can use the cost value to create the chart and so on.
Okay.
Okay, if you still
Ma'am?
have doubt while creating it, you just send me a message. I'll help you wherever you're stuck up. Because from the morning, I'm
Ma'am, can
getting plenty of message
you
like from
uh,
students, they have doubts. So I've been clarifying their doubts. So if you have any stuck up anywhere, just ping me, okay? Yeah, tell me your doubt.
ma'am, can you please explain slicer format in once again?
Yeah. So we have created a slicer visual over here. It is there on the visualization pane. This is the slicer visual. Okay. If you hover your mouse over the visual, it will show as slicer. So you can know that it is a slicer visual. Go to format your visual. There is an option called as slicer setting. In the slicer setting, you have options like vertical list or drop down. So you can choose drop down option and you can use that. So this is a drop down option. Slicer like 2012, if I select, it will show only the values of 2012. Everywhere the chart values will change. If I choose February alone, so 2013 February, how did each segment perform or how did each chart perform? That value alone will be shown in the output of the chart. So this is nothing but it's a kind of filtering. Slicer is nothing but a kind of filtering on the chart that we can do. Shift mode, if you go, you can go to the slicer setting once again. You have vertical list and tile slicer setting. You can choose that or drop down setting you have. You can choose the kind of style that you want on the slicer settings.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Any other doubt?
Ma'am,
Because this is the basic thing you should know. Yeah.
no, you have one card also, new card also, newly have in chart.
New slicer. I don't
Yeah,
get you.
not
Card, new card.
new
This
card.
one you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have that. Even I haven't explored it much. I'll tell you about it. I use only this card visual. There are new features available and there are almost get more visuals if you go no over here. You get even advanced visuals over here, custom visuals like Gantt chart. It is not, you can use this kind of Gantt chart, timeline slicer. There are plenty of things available. KPI matrix. So you can use these charts also to for your visuals. Okay, so there are plenty of things. You can explore this visual. You can just try what it is, Google and find out. I'll also try from my side and I'll tell you about it. So not that we know all the visual. So commonly used one, we are just trying it and repeatedly using the same thing. Okay. Any
Excuse me,
other
ma'am.
thing? Yeah.
Ma'am, if we file save as, no, this file save as, there are options are coming Power BI X, IT, IP like that, no? Oh,
PBIX is the format.
okay, PBIX, okay.
So you can save it in the location you want. You can put a file name, save it on the location you want.
For me, only one location is coming. That's why documents only. I can save it in the documents only. So,
You can navigate it over here like Power BI. I have the projects over here. In the projects, I can go and select any folder.
okay, I will check, ma'am.
Okay. Any other doubt? Quickly give your attendance. Tejaswini. Sanjay, Dilip, Arivumati, Anusha,
Yeah, I'm there.
Yalini.
Yesterday, excuse me, Natasha. Yesterday I was present, but due to my network issue, I was not able to unmute
Fine,
it.
fine,
Yeah.
fine. Yalini, Kavinaya,
Present, ma'am.
Ragul, Sanjay V, Suganya, Avadayappan,
Present, ma'am.
Shushant, Vidya, Gopu,
Yes, ma'am.
Suganti,
Ma'am,
Present, ma'am.
yeah, present, ma'am.
Pavitra,
Yeah, present.
Begum,
Present, ma'am.
Spurti,
Present, ma'am.
Durga Devi,
Present, ma'am.
Vardhini, Nitin, Sabita, Sambhavi,
Present, ma'am.
Ritvik,
Present, ma'am.
Agilan,
Present,
Priyanka,
ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Hari, Manasa,
Present,
Pramod.
ma'am.
Yes, present.
Pramod is present.
Yes.
Shushmita,
Present, ma'am.
Ashwati,
Present, ma'am.
Edwin,
Present.
Ashmita,
Yes, ma'am.
Peryanayaki,
Yes, ma'am.
Venkatesh, Ranjit,
Yes, ma'am.
Venkatesh is present, right? Govardhani,
Yes, ma'am.
Rupa,
Hi, I have attended sessions for all 3 days actually. I messaged you later.
okay, fine. Divya,
Yes, ma'am.
Saravnaraj,
Yeah, present.
Nagendran, Paurya, Manisa,
Present, ma'am.
Benita,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
Abhinadas,
Present, ma'am.
Ponmati,
Present, ma'am.
Jasir Ahmed,
Present, ma'am.
Aarti,
Present, ma'am.
Yamini, Pavitra, Girish, Lavanya,
Present, ma'am.
Rasita,
Present.
Ajodhyaнаth Mishra,
Yes, present.
Sindhu Sai,
Present,
Sandhya
ma'am.
V,
Present, ma'am.
Nancy,
Yes, ma'am.
Kavna,
Yes, ma'am.
Spurti. Spurti, are you there? So if I
Ma'am.
missed anyone's name, just let me know on a message, okay? Yeah,
Suganya, present, ma'am.
okay.
Hi, ma'am. Shankar here. I actually joined the group today only. Can you please add my details?
Yeah, I'll add your details. I'll do that at the end of the class.
Sure, sure. I'll go through the recordings and if I have any doubts, I'll make.
Yeah, we have just started it. Nothing much have been completed. So you can follow up easily.
Sure,
Just do
sure.
the installation of the software.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure.
I can give you guys one more work like this, like Power BI file, no? Let me just check I'll give you one more data set where you can try this waterfall chart. Drill up and drill down on a bar chart and a line chart like this. Find the number of sales and total sales you need to find it. That's it. My total sales is just repetition of this total sales. Or else I'll share this PBIX file on the WhatsApp group. Please go through that and see how I have created each chart. Go through this visualization. See the charts that I've created based on the data I'm sending you. I'll send this data set as well as this Power BI file. I'll send both. So try to recreate this chart. Whatever chart I've created, no, just go through the data set. What are the data it is present? Go to the table view, observe the data. Sorry. Observe the data over here. Create some chart out of this and try like number of sales means what I have done. Total sales means how I have achieved. So I can find that the total sales in each region, which representative has performed better. So this is the output I'm getting. Okay. So Matthew in the central region is the best performer or the best sales have contributed to the maximum sales of that company. Okay. So this is how I can read from the chart and get the output. So you're just going to go through this visuals that have been created and just try to explain what it is. What is the output? Just the same thing what I told now. You can explain it. Recreate this chart. I'll share it with you now after the class. I'll share this. Okay. So we'll just see about this chart in tomorrow's class. And then we'll go to data transformation, like Power Query Editor, how we'll transform the data. We'll go into that. So practice a visualization that is available. Whatever visualization we have seen today and other visuals that are present, just practice it. There is a separate class for data visualization part. So there we'll deal about the other complex visualization which we have missed out, like scatter plot and bubble chart, slices, report level filters, drill down and drill up hierarchies, KPI card
Ma'am,
and gauges, and so on. Yeah.
how many days go on this class?
How long you're asking?
Yeah, when did you complete the Power BI class?
It'll take a month.
Sorry,
Because we have given a huge syllabus, it will take a month to complete.
1 month.
Yeah,
Okay,
by
okay,
next month we'll be able to complete it.
okay, ma'am.
Hi, Darsha.
I
So
mean, including the weekend as well. Weekend we won't be having the classes on weekend, no. So I mean, accordingly, including that, I mean 1 month. Otherwise, not. Okay. Yeah, tell me.
Okay, ma'am.
yeah, so how will be the interview questions? So um, mm, it will be based on this or a little complex, or how the interview
So,
questions
are
will
you a
be?
beginner or you're working professional?
I'm working. Currently, I'm working. It's a transition. I'm more. I'm
Okay,
currently in
okay.
testing, so I'm just doing a
Oh,
transition.
okay. So there'll be questions from the basic to the scenario level questions. So scenario level questions will come mostly from data modeling and from DAX, that is data analysis expression. We have a concept called as DAX. So where we'll write measures and create the formulas to write it. So that will have business scenario, like in this scenario, how to write a formula and how to achieve this functionality. So that is how the questions will be. So if you have a basic SQL and a Power BI knowledge, you'll be able to write DAX query very easily and handle business scenarios.
Okay, so mainly it will be from DAX,
Yeah,
scenario
for
based.
data modeling and DAX functionality. Visualization, not much from the visualization. Maybe for the beginners, they might need some hands-on on the visualization. So there might be questions for the beginners on the visualization. But for the experienced people, it will be from data modeling and DAX functionality, and from Power BI service as well.
Okay, got it.
So I'll
But
share the interview
this will.
questions towards the end of the class, end of the training, no, I'll share the interview question and a mock interview
Sure.
session will be conducted by me. Um, I'll give the resume tips and now create LinkedIn, how you should update it. I'll give all those tips. So that would be helpful to you. Towards the last class, we'll sit and work on it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you guys.
Ma'am,
We'll meet
how much,
tomorrow.
one
Yeah.
more doubt, ma'am. How much SQL involved in this Power BI, ma'am? Whether we need to have a clear-cut idea about SQL or high level we can learn SQL before this Power BI. Is that okay?
SQL knowledge, if you have, it is good. I'll appreciate if you have a SQL knowledge, but even if you
Okay.
don't have, I'll explain the basic of what is there in that SQL and I'll take the Power BI. So basic
Okay.
knowledge I'll give about that SQL and I'll handle it. Otherwise, if you have a SQL knowledge, you'll understand things better and you'll be very easily and handy in writing the DAX queries or doing data modeling, which involves primary key, foreign key, creating tables, relationship between the tables, and DAX formulas like you'll be calculating like how much, how this year, how the growth is compared with that of the previous year's growth. So you'll be writing some tricky formulas over there. So that can be easily understood when you have some SQL knowledge. That is why I say like SQL and Power BI goes together. So if you have some SQL knowledge, it is good. Otherwise, I'll teach you while dealing with the Power BI, I'll teach you the SQL concept that is involved in it, and we'll proceed it. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Sure. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We'll meet tomorrow. I'll share the files and the assignment part. Just work on that PBIX file that I'm sharing you. And just recreate the chart that been sent to you. Okay? Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.